Good evening, my darling dears. We are going to be covering another concept you'll be dealing with in Algebra 2. This is dealing with angles, and it should be fairly straightforward, so let's get some things defined. First of all, what is an angle? Okay, an angle has two rays, and it's joined at a vertex. Now, we have defined these in geometry many, many times, but now we're going to look at them in a coordinate grid, and we're going to get ready to apply some trig to this. So let's start off with the basis here. I have to have two rays. So let's always begin with an initial side, and it is right here. It's always on the x-axis on the right-hand side, because if you think about it, that's positive. It makes sense to us. My vertex is here in the center, and then my terminal side is the place where we end, and that is this ray that is in quadrant 2. Now, I have to try and figure out how many degrees this actual angle is. Well, it would be easy if I stopped on one of my axes, because this would be 90 degrees, this would be 180 degrees, this would be 270 degrees, and of course all the way over here back to the beginning would be 360 degrees. So we're going to just kind of get an idea of how large this angle is. It looks like this is about halfway in the middle of my 90 degrees and my 180 degrees. So this section right here would be 45, correct? And then of course over here would be 45 degrees. So if I count this 90 and I add the 45 to it, 90 plus 45 gives me 135 degrees. And that should be fairly easy for you to figure out. Now, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be trying to identify not only what my angle is, starting at this initial side and moving to the terminal. Notice it's a counterclockwise direction, but you can also notice the clockwise direction. It's very easy to differentiate these because counterclockwise, they are positive. And if I have just my clockwise, those are negative values. And if you think about this from when we did rotations earlier in the year, our default rotation was a counterclockwise rotation. So you can use that to try and remember what's positive and what's negative. So what we're going to be doing today, and what I'm going to be asking you to do in class tomorrow, is to go through and look at an angle and determine, is it positive, is it negative, and try and tell me the actual value of your angle. This should be fairly straightforward. I'll try and work some examples in another video file to help you.